Good evening, and welcome to Can You Handle the Truth? I am your host, Jocelyn N. McGuire, specializing in breakthrough counseling, trauma for adults, and as well as children's trauma. I'm experiencing both. I do hold a bachelor's degree in psychology. My goal is to tell you the truth. Because one thing about it is that the truth, guess what? It will set you free. So let's get to it. Can you handle the truth? Hello, everyone. Hello, Tawana. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you guys could tune in today. Um, this morning, because I'm in Columbus, Ohio, and it was a big foggy outside this morning. I don't like driving in the fog because you can't hardly see what's in front of you. But as the morning went on in the afternoon, it was much better. I'm like, okay, I'm glad this fog is gone. So, so I hope you guys had a great weekend that just passed, or a great week. And do you have any plans for the weekend coming? Do you have any plans at all? So it's supposed to be a real nice weather that we're going to be experiencing this weekend. So hopefully you'll be able to get out and enjoy the sunshine. But if it's not even sunshine, just enjoy the day. How about that? Just enjoy the day. So glad you guys have came on here to support me. I greatly do appreciate it. And the thing about it is, I don't know who's all on here, really. I don't. Because it will show a number, but however, it's other people viewing as well. Other people viewing as well. So here we go. Now, I know you guys, I froze up. Oh no. Oh no, I had froze up. You seen that, right? I had froze up. But did you know that our world is constantly changing? And because certain things have been put in place, that it has caused a domino effect. And I believe it has caused a negative effect, especially on the Black families, so to say. Um, Now, Women's Lib, the topic tonight is: has the women liberation movement abolished tradition? Has the women liberation movement abolished tradition? Because things have really drastically changed. Women's Lib, is for women's equal opportunity. It's for fair pay. It's for so that women would have rights. Okay, women would have rights because back in the day, women didn't have a lot of rights. Really, they didn't have any rights, and if she happened to get pregnant and was working, then there's a great possibility she would be fired. Now that's unfair. That's unfair right there. So women have been getting together for centuries, okay, trying to be heard and liberated, trying to have rights, because at one time or another, women were treated real bad, abused and in abusive relationships, domestic violence, discriminated from jobs, discriminated with the pay raise that her co-worker would receive because he was a what? A male. And so women, we have been given a unfair hand in society before the women liberation movement. Hello, Karen. How are you? Hope you're doing great. The women's revolution for liberation. It was so that women could control their own lives, no longer discriminated against, so that women could control their own lives. So that tells me that at a point in time that women had no rights in their own life. Okay. They had no rights with their words. They couldn't speak, only if you're spoken to, stand in the back of the room. Remember when women couldn't vote, and it was just a lot of things going on that was negative for women all across the United States and even in the world. And in some third world countries, they don't recognize the women liberation movement at all. In some countries, they're not allowed to drive. In some countries, they must marry whoever the family says they have to marry. Now, so the women have no right, no control over their life. They were told what to wear and what not to wear. Now we get to the point as to where, has it gone too far? And the reason why I say has it gone too far, because women are more so in control. However, they are taking on the attributes of the male. The woman now, she stands up against the man toe to toe. There's no longer respect for the man. There's no longer what we would call the family unit coming together. All right. Women have been, I believe this, brainwashed to think that it's okay that you are a single parent, and that you could have multiple baby daddies. Okay. Now, that's because of the system. Because the system broke up the family dynamics in the Black family. It broke it up. Now, I was asking this question to some associates of mine, even friends. And I said, with the women liberation, do you think that now you would take your new husband's last name? And my one friend said, no, she wouldn't change her last name to his last name. I'm like, wow. I wonder why. Why is that? But that's a traditional thing we have. But however, I have found out that, guess what? You don't have to take your husband's last name. It's not the law that you have to. You do not have to take his last name. However, it is a tradition that women honor and would proudly take their husband's last name. Now, my last name been changed three, 4 times. So, but yeah, I'll go ahead and take the name. But you don't have to take their name. What do you all think about that? Is it? It has the liberation so much free women to have so much control that they no longer follow the tradition as time has went on. You used to be proud to take your new husband's name, say your vows and all that. And I just want to know, how do you feel about that? But before we even get to that, let's take a break. Hey, I got my Can You Handle the Truth coffee mug. I got a little tea in here. Don't think it's weak coffee, okay? It's a tea. And guess what? You can handle the truth when you drink it out of this, all right? That is delicious. That's tea. So, what do you all think about that? Do you think that it's okay not to take on your I just said I do husband's name? Now, I'm a traditional type of girl. If I were to marry again, I would take on their last name. However, and can I be honest with you guys? However, I would love to keep my last name that I have now. It just sounds right. Sounds good. And that's really the only reason why I would want to keep it, because I think my last name is kind of powerful. I do. McGuire. I think it's kind of a powerful name, and it goes well with my first name. So I would have a difficult decision on if I'm going to take on a new last name. But women today have really been self-centered into thinking they can do it all by themselves. And they have this kind of a male attitude of, I can do it all alone. And I'm not saying that women can't do it all alone, but however, when you have children involved, and this is the family dynamics, mom, dad, child, or children, then we need to say, you know what? It is good to have that formula. Mom, dad, the child, or children. It's good to have that formula, because then we can have what we call balance. Because if we don't have balance, then things get kind of awkward. When you don't have balance, things get awkward. Listen to me. When you don't have balance, things will get awkward. Because balance of your body. If you don't have good balance, you'll what? You'll trip, you'll fall, you'll stumble. You do all these sorts of things. And the same thing is in life as well. If you don't have balance, then you will what? It won't be right. It wouldn't be right without the balance. Without the balance. And so many women have been tricked. I think you've been tricked into thinking that you don't need a husband to have any children. Now you just go down there to the sperm lab and just get you a pick your daddy. What sense do that make? What sense do that make? It to me, it makes no sense whatsoever. Because one thing about it, if this continues to go on and on and on, well, and your children don't know who their father is, and as they grow up, they will meet someone that they may fall in love with. And because you don't went to the sperm bank and just done found you any kind of daddy, number 12665 and you have the child. Now, who else is going to choose 12665? You don't know. You don't know. So now you have a child that has grown up. You have these children that have grown into adults, and they start venturing out into the world, and they start having relationships, and they fall in love. Now, how do you not know or think it's not important to know who their father is? Come on. Because he could hook up with his sister, or she could hook up with her brother and not even know it. Not even know it. Now, I know that's a whole different subject, but however, our society has gotten to the point that they think that women do not need a male companion in order to formulate a family. They feel like they don't need a man. Now, I'm not saying that women are like, we need a man. I'm not saying that. We can do a lot of things by ourselves and on our own. However, don't think that you are superior and you can rid of the traditional ways. Don't think that. Because all it's doing is what? It's going to ruin the family dynamics. That's all I gotta say. It's going to ruin the family dynamics. Now, what we do about that? What do we do about that? We need balance. We need balance. Well, I want to have a child without the man. I don't want him to be involved. Why not? Why take that privilege from your child in knowing who their father is? Why take that away from them? How are you going to explain this? How are you going to explain this? Are you going to say, oh, I don't know your father's name, but he's number 126654, and down there at the sperm bank, and that's where your daddy is located at. Really? And you wonder why come we have so many messed up mental health issues going on. We kind of wonder that. Why is that? Don't know why. Oh, really? The liberation has went way too far. Now, I never said liberation was not right. I never said it was not a good thing. I am just saying it has went way too far in the minds of the liberated woman who no longer follows traditions. The liberation has caused women to no longer wait on the man to ask, will you marry me? Now, women, I mean, this is something that was unheard of. Now, women are now getting down on one knee and are asking for the man's hand. The only way I get on the knee, I done got down on my knees, and I can't get up. That's the only time I'm going to ask for his hand. That's the only time I'm going to ask for his hand because I need some help getting up. But no. So things have really changed. That's the tradition. What is it? Grapes. Oh, right here. Just one moment. I'll be right back. Somebody had grapes. And I have a little doggy. Come here, boo boo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't play me like that now. Come on. Come on. Now you make like, oh, you can't see it though. Now he makes like he don't know me. Baby J, come on up here, baby J. Come on. Come on. Now, oh my God. Now my dog make like he don't know me. Maybe he's just camera shy. Maybe he's camera shy. Come on, boo boo. Come on. Come on. Come on. You don't want to come up here with mommy? I don't know what happened. I don't know. But, sometimes they get like that. Sometime, I feed them, give them water, take them for walks, and this is what I get in return. Oh, well. Now, back to what I was saying. He got on the couch, curl up, and just looking at me. Come here, come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Now he don't want to come, okay? Listen. Do you think that tradition is no longer an importance in our society anymore? Do you think? Do you think that the way we do things now is an ordinary thing? Do you think that? I kind of wonder why some women have taken this liberation of freedom to the extreme. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with liberation at all. But everything has its place. Everything has its own place. Think about it. Everything has its own place. And when you are not in the right position of your place, then what? You are like a one person on an island. And when that one person is on an island, their thought is about, who do I need? I don't need nobody. Do I need anybody? And the answer would be, no, I don't need anyone. I'm on my own island, doing my own thing the way I want to. I run this island. And if anybody comes up on my island and they don't like the way I run it, then guess what? Get off my island then. We have got to start really thinking about, what are we doing? What is the world coming to? What's the world coming to? Some people would say, well, the world is going to hell in a handbasket, on fire already. Okay? That was some people would say. But we would ask others, well, what is the world coming to? Is the world coming to an end? Are these the sign of the times? Because when you start one movement, guess what? It develops other movements that will come into play when you thinking that, oh, it's just for our movement, for the women's movement, for the Black people's movement, then every other organization or community will what? Voice their movement as well. So now we are just a liberated country. Liberation everywhere. Just liberated. That's what our world has come to. Now, on a more fun-loving subject, do you guys think that what now you want to bark? You hear that? Now he wants to bark. What's up with that? How many dog lovers do we have out there? I just want to know, how many dog lovers do we have? I love my dog. Even though my dog is ignoring me tonight because I'm in front of you guys, I still love him. I love this little dog. He is a beautiful, beautiful little dog. Now, have you all been aware of the strike that the railroad workers want to take? But however, Biden stepped in and they negotiated, and now there's no strike, which I think is a good thing, because it would be a domino effect. It would be a domino effect that would literally have the country at a standstill. No grain moving, no oil moving. everything would come to a standstill. Now we already facing the fact that groceries are just going to get higher. Food is going to get higher. Gas. I could never fathom to pay that much for gas a gallon. I never would have thought that would have occurred. Never. I never would have thought that would occur at all. People, there we go. People that have a fixed income, and even those that do have a nice income coming in, you know, I believe everyone is affected in some way or another with these high prices. Everyone is affected with these high prices. Now, what we're going to go to do? Because meat, if you're a meat eater, I would advise you to change your eating habits. Come over this and come over to the vegetarian side. Because meat costs too much. Listen, I think we all going to have to go back to growing our own food. Now, I used to have a garden years ago. And I believe that's what we're going to have to go back to. We're going to have to go back to growing our own foods. A pack of seeds is way cheaper than having to buy the product. So let's think about that. Things that we would need to prepare ourselves for as the years go by and as time goes by. Because do you think prices are going to go back? No. I don't believe prices are going to go back. If anything, it will get higher. It's amazing because the thing is this: if you ever watch the trend of items being pricey, you never get to see the trend of items being lowered in price. It always what? Go higher. Because one thing about it, if the government, if you continue to purchase, guess what? The government ain't gonna lower no prices, honey, because guess what? They already done figured out you can pay it. You can pay the high prices. Now you have to manage some things, but however, they're going to continue to raise prices. Do you have a plan? I got a plan. But we need to put some things right in place, because if it gets any worse, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if it gets worse? What you going to do to feed your family? What you going to do? That's all I want to know. Do you have anything put in place? I would recommend to you all that you would build up your pantry. Okay. These are non-perishable items that you should store away. Non-perishable. Whoever would have thought that water would become such a big issue in our society today. Whoever would have thought that water would be such a big issue? Now, back in the day, we used to save water in those gallon jugs, fill it up. But guess what? This what you can do. You can still do that. Now, they say that something happens with the water when it's in those plastic containers for so long. However, guess what? You can boil that water. You can flush the toilet with that water. All right? Those are things that you can do and control. These things you can do and control. When these things are occurring, oh yeah. When they are occurring, you'll be in the know. All right? You will be in the know. You know exactly what you need to be doing. So you'll be what? Prepared. Prepared is the key. You have got to be prepared for anything that may come down the pipe. You have got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. So, start you a pantry, non-perishable items. Do that. Save up water. Do that. Listen, buy you some bags of charcoal. Okay? Because, if the grid goes down, guess what? And there's a lot of electric stoves, there won't be no cooking. I guess we should also keep ice on in a cooler. Because you never know. But you might have to take some of that food out the refrigerator. If you don't have no electricity, then what? Yeah, just think about that. Because now, no, sometimes our mind, because so much is happening in the world, that we become distracted of our own lives, the preparations that we need to put in place. And you can't put them in place when it's all going down, okay? You can't put it in place when it's all going down. You should already be ready. Be ready. Be ready. Because the way the world is now, wars and rumor of wars, these things happening to people, they're being bombed, they're being killed, they're being captured. It's just too much. It's too much. But we need to keep what? Our eyes open, our ears pierced to hear what is going on in the world and see what is happening. Some people say, oh, that would never happen in the United States. Oh, no, there would never be no war in the United States. Are you blind? Are you just naive? Listen, anything is subject to happen. We didn't think that 9/11 was going to happen. Who fathomed that in their mind? Nobody. Nobody thought that would ever. Why would that happen? Oh, that would never happen in our country. Of course not. Oh, yes, it did. The Oklahoma bombing. Oh, yeah. That happened right here in our country. How easily people forget the traumatic things that have occurred on our soil. There's other disasters as well that we have no control over. You know, we don't know who's going to be the next shooter. You know, got to your place now, you can't hardly even go shopping. Can't hardly go to the store in peace without thinking, I better hurry up and get out this store because somebody might come in and start shooting. Who thought about that? Nobody thought about that. Nobody thought about that. They thought, hey, we can just go shopping and everything's going to be fine. We get our item, we put them in the bag, we go to our cart, and we go to the cart and unload the cart in the car. This is another typical day. But no, it's not another typical day. Think about it. Go to movies. Whoever thought somebody would shoot randomly in a movie theater? Whoever thought such things? Whoever thought that someone would start shooting in a parade? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that would occur? So that's why we cannot underestimate what's to come. Okay? We cannot underestimate what's to come. So we must be what? Prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. You never know what's going to happen next. And with the global warming, I mean, you see these things are happening. You see these oceans and lakes and rivers and streams are drying up. You see this is happening. Oh my God, you said the right thing right there. I got to show this. Stay woke. Absolutely. Stay woke. Don't be snoozing on this here. Stay woke, people. Like I Tawana said, stay woke. Because I tell you what, it's going down. It's going down. Oh, yeah. So I want you all to what? As our dear follower has said, stay woke. Stay woke to what's going on around you. Stay woke of what's happening in other countries. And don't ever think that it can't happen here. See, we have homegrown terrorists. Homegrown terrorists here in our own country. Stay woke. Be prepared. Load up your cabinets with canned goods. And get you a what? Ordinary can opener. If you have an electric can opener, fine and dandy. But it's not going to do you any good if the electricity goes out. So you need to go and get you a handheld can opener. Have you thought about that? Think about it. Do you have a grill? Or are you just relying on your stove? Think about it. Listen, I don't even know how to even start a fire. To even cook on a grill. But guess what? I believe I could do it. I believe I could do it. That's one thing I do believe. Now, Did you all know that you can uh, bake cake on the grill? Now, I didn't know that myself until I was a little girl. And this lady was cooking a cake on the grill. It came out pretty good. I never heard of it. But we're going to have to learn how to what? Survive. We got to learn how to survive and not rely on our resources that may or may not be available. Think about that. Think about that. Get yourself prepared. Stay woke. Thanks to Tawana for that. Stay woke. Because a lot of people are sleeping. And you see what is going on. You see what happened down there in Mississippi when they had that storm? How the people couldn't get water into their homes because of a glitch or the valve or whatever it is that releases the water with the force to come into your homes through the faucets. It wasn't working. So they had no water. Right then and there, guess what? You should have woke up and started what? Saving water. If you don't do nothing with it but what? Flush the toilet. You have you some water. Okay, think about it. Think about that. There's no worse thing that could really happen when you don't have water. And it is you cannot flush your toilet. Now, has anybody thought about that? The very importance of water, that you would actually need it to flush your toilets. Because you don't want to be in a house and people are constantly using the restroom and you can't flush the toilet because there's no what? Water. Start saving water, gallons of water. This is going to be for us to flush the toilet. If anything, I can wash my clothes. Wash my body too. So it's very important that we are what? Prepared. Prepared, okay? It's very important. Stay woke. Stay woke. Commercial break. Thank you all for tuning in to Can You Handle the Truth? Get your mug. Can you handle the truth? Because guess what? The truth goes down real smooth. Delicious. Delicious. Now, it's just about that time that we end our live broadcast. And I hope that we have touched on some subjects that will provoke you into seeing what is going on for real. It will provoke you to what? Stay awoke. Okay? It will provoke you to what? Be observant. It will provoke you to what? Pay attention. It will provoke you what? To be prepared for disaster. You will be prepared. Now think about that. Think about that. It's important to be prepared. Be prepared, people. Stock up on your canned goods. Stock up on your water. Like I said, buy you some charcoal and a little grill, just in case. This is just in case. Okay? Just in case things start going off the rails, you'll be prepared. And that will be what? Great. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we was on here. We were talking about, well, at the end of the show, towards the end of the show, we was talking about survival, and how we need to be prepared. That we should what? Stay woke. Stay woke. Yes. Oh, you're doing good. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm doing so much better. Because you all know, I wasn't on the live for a while. And I thank God that I'm doing so much better. I was sick. I was very ill, very, very ill. And yeah, it's good to know, right? Exactly. It's good to know. Well, Kathy, I seen your post on Facebook. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And Kathy, that picture you put up, oh my God. Kathy, you look so good. You look so good. You look, girl, girl, yeah, you look good, Kathy. I'm like, Kathy, I have not seen you smile like that in a long time. And it did my heart so good to see you like that, to see that glow. When something's good happening in somebody's life and things start to change for the better and positive things start happening, it puts a glow on you. It puts a glow on you. And it shows that you are what? Moving onward. You're moving onward. And I'm so happy for you, Kathy. So happy for you. You look magnificent, okay? Look magnificent. Just that glow you got. Oh, you welcome, hon. You welcome. Yeah, you more than welcome. Yes. Well, we got what? We got like 4 more minutes, guys. Mm-hmm. Now, Kathy, did you catch the beginning of the show? We talking about the women liberation has abolished tradition. Oh, Kathy, I appreciate you too. I've been knowing Kathy for umpteen years. Oh my God. Yeah, been knowing Kathy for a very long time. Yeah, we had our ups and downs, but guess what? Guess what? That's all right. That's all right. Because guess what? We love each other. We have a sisterly love for each other. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. We have a sisterly love for each other. And we appreciate each other. I appreciate you too, Kathy. Okay. You talking about a song can sing? Her and her daughters. Her and her daughters. They can blow, okay? Okay, they can really sing. They can really sing. Maybe one time we can have them on our live and render us some songs. I love to hear them sing. Well, it has come that time, and I want to say this to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Want you to like and share and subscribe on the YouTube channel. That is Jocelyn McGuire. Can you handle the truth? Subscribe over there. And also press that bell for notification. That way you'll know when we are going live. Listen here. I love you, but guess what? God loves you best. You all be safe this weekend. Be careful this weekend. And enjoy your weekend. And I will see you again Thursday. And if you have a subject that you would like to expound upon or to be viewed and or opinionated, then let me know, because I know you guys got some subjects that you all would love to talk about. And maybe you don't want to talk about it, but you want that voice. Guess what, people? I am the voice for the people when it comes to can you handle the truth? I am that voice. So if you come up with a subject, let me know. Drop me a message in the messenger and let me know what you would want me to talk about. But listen, I ain't scared. All right. I ain't scared at all. Thank you all for tuning in. You all have a wonderful, blessed weekend. And I will see you on Thursday. Like and share and subscribe to Can You Handle the Truth?